Hey folks, I want to show you what's in my video switcher kit, and I've got it all inside one of these extra large Peak Design cases. I was looking for a hard case, but I really like these new camera cubes. They're pretty rigid, they hold their form, and then once you stack a bunch of dividers in here, it's got some ribs and it's really sturdy after that. Plus, you can just fit so much stuff in here. I really like that there's handles on either side. I could just carry this as a normal camera bag if I wanted to. There are these little loops on the edges that I can put a camera strap on. Hook those onto the corners, and now you've got yourself a camera bag. But let's just pop this open. I can show you all the stuff that I've been messing with to film a conference. This was a 4-room conference, so I had 4 of these kits all going at the same time. So let's pop this open. You've got a padded top, which you can take off if you want. You can slide this part right out, and then it just becomes a nice floppy, easy top. You don't even have to have it zipped up or anything in your bag. When you open this up, you can just see the madness that I've got going on in here. Let's start with my newest piece of gear that I'm just really loving. I use this for the conference to film the individual rooms, and it's the RodeCaster video switcher. There's 4 inputs. Then there's even more inputs that you can bring in. You can bring in NDI cameras now. You can have wireless cameras placed around the room. You can control everything through here. There's XLR ports. There's 1/4 inch. You got a bunch of USB-C ports. But what was so crucial about this thing is that you can record everything onto an SSD drive now. So I had all the cameras and the little Blackmagic video monitors recording, but those were just my backups. Those were on SD cards, and hopefully I wasn't ever going to have to touch those, because this was able to record everything. It is only in 1080p, but for a lot of this conference and event stuff, that's what they want. You want YouTube-friendly videos that you can get to the client fast. So I'm a really big fan of these new RodeCaster video switchers, and I'm going to be using it for a long time. So now for the video switcher, you need lots of wires and things like that, and I am the type of person where I like to see everything. So I'm using these type of organizers that have the clear tops, and these are actually from Tenba. They don't make these anymore. I picked up the last 2 from some guy in Iowa who had 2 of these unopened sitting around, so I got them. This is kind of what they turn into afterwards. You can see that that clear top does get frosty after a while. And when I wasn't using these, I was using these Think Tank. This is their new cable management offering, and it also has the clear top, which I like. These ones had even a clear area on the back that I was able to throw stuff in. I like these Think Tank ones now because this is pretty much the only clear top cable organizer pack that you can get now, other than these Tenbas, if you can find any of these. And inside I've got a ton of KONDOR blue cables. I like their cables a lot. The way a lot of these conferences are run is there is a speaker up there on stage, and they're presenting with they bring their own computer usually. So you're gonna need something that can go USB-C to HDMI. That's where this guy comes in, this little dongle. This thing worked great. And then I take all of this into a Decimator. This is another piece of gear that I cannot stress enough how important this guy is. This is a splitter. So you can take an HDMI signal, you can pipe a HDMI loop out that goes to the projector, and then I get all these SDI outputs that I can bring to the switcher, convert them back into HDMI. But this guy, it's a little expensive. It's made of metal. You get what you pay for with these things. I have wasted enough time, enough money on bad HDMI splitters. So I always get the Decimator. I've got 4 of these now. Then for the screen capture, I was recording everything through the Blackmagic, and that's because I can get one of these mini SDI out of it. And so I would take an SDI from the Decimator, go in here, and then another SDI comes out to the video switcher where I'm doing all my stuff with the camera. Here's another very interesting SDI to HDMI converter that I haven't seen many people talking about. It's from Lumantek, and it gives you a little screen on here so you can easily signal check your SDI feed. And as soon as you plug in, you should be seeing your feed here. Then you know you can take HDMI out and you're going to be seeing the same thing. The RodeCaster does come with a pretty decent power cable. I'm always now writing what the piece of equipment is for these things. I do that with all my power strips, all these adapters that we're dealing with. For example, here is the Lumantek, and I've got that just nicely written right there. And that just helps me easily know what's what. Like at this last gig, you're getting everything set up at the last minute sometimes. And so if you can save yourself any time, any stress, look out for your future self with these gigs. I was using an Atomos Zato for the monitor of the RodeCaster. What is really nice about the RodeCaster video switcher is that you can do split screen stuff really easily. And so I was able to pretty much record these conference videos all in one take, barely any editing involved anymore. I was doing it all manual for years, and now this is my simple solution to finally doing that split screen conference video style that we've all been watching for years. Now you can easily do it with this. You can build custom screens. They're called scenes. So you can build custom scenes, different split screens, different cameras in different split screens. You just have to keep track of everything on your buttons, but it's super easy, and everything is recorded on its own feed on the SSD. So if you mess up anything on the switch, you can always go back, grab the original files, and do it manually, old school style. So this is what I was using to just hold up the Atomos Zato. That was my easy monitor. Those things are like $250 now. It's a great little screen, HDMI in and out, USB-C in and out, it's UVC out. And it's got a lot of interesting things going on. It's not the greatest monitor, but for $250, it gets the job done pretty well. I'm a new fan of DTAP V-mount batteries. Battery tech is getting much cheaper, and now you can get these big old bricks, and all of these have DTAP coming out, which can power your camera. You can get all these different types of adapters for it, but you can also get a USB-C port that comes out of here, and now you can power up everything. I was using it for the computer, I was using it for my phone, I was using it for any charging stuff. Like, you've just got this nice little brick of power. Screw those Belkins and the anchors. I just get one of these. This one's from NEEWER. These are getting super cheap now. Definitely check out V-mount DTAP batteries. I had my backup audio here, which is just the DJI mics, the second version, which now they've got a new version, but I love these DJI mics. Everything nice, compact, comes in this little charging case. I mean, everything just works together, which is really nice. Also, in the heat of the moment, that's one thing. You want some good sound, and these DJI mics really help with that a lot. And then a pair of headphones. So that's a lot of gear, as you can see, that just came in this V2 extra large camera cube. And this is how I'm filming and doing video switching of conferences, live events, something where there's a presenter and they also have slides, right? You want to merge those together. And this new video switcher is the way to go if you're doing stuff like that. I had to invest a little bit, but this has already saved me 20 hours of editing time, probably, because the videos were done at the end of the event. I love when technology evolves and helps me that way instead of taking my job, which a lot of technology is starting to do. I hope that got you some eyeballs on all of this type of gear. Just a lot of good stuff. The Decimator, Blackmagic, Rode, coming strong, NEEWER, DJI, KONDOR Blue to connect it all up. It's a great combo. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope to see you at the next one. Take care.